Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Superstar PartyPlex 12 FPS. My name is Mira, and I will be playing James Thomas-Wright, who is very stressed and could need a break because things have been crazy at the Superstar PartyPlex. And with me is the very wonderful.
Hi, I'm Doll. I'm playing Ajax, who is a source of stress today.
This takes place after Let Them Eat Pizza. Well, let them eat all you can eat. That's the phrase, not that's the title. I do a gesture. Um, it's set after that. So that means that Kestrel is now out of the hospital. Uh, Spoilers for a lot of the recent games, such as Interview with a Serial Killer, and also Storm Warning. That is, I don't know if that'll come up, but it is set after that. So if you haven't listened to those games, you should probably go listen to those. To those. Uh, but yeah, it is afternoon. Both James and Ajax aren't working right now, and James had made some indications to Ajax that hey, he would like to hang out and play some games with Ajax. Preferably maybe not at the Partyplex. He loves the Partyplex, but he's kind of on edge right now and kind of needs a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, so James is at Ajax's doorstep after they've kind of arranged a time when their shifts align. And James is knocking at the door. In contrast to when he was first over, he does not actually hesitate. He is very uh, kind of bouncing on the back of his heels, kind of excited. He has not seen Ajax outside of an emergency or work setting in a bit. So he is a
Yay!
little. He is excited. He is excited to see Ajax. But yeah,
Yeah, and
Ajax.
A- yeah, Ajax answers the door, and of course he's not in his arcade fit because he can't be wearing that all the time. That's like his work uniform at this point. I- in my mind, he's wearing like sweatpants and really colorful fuzzy socks, and also like a D-Jam t-shirt.
Aw, cute.
Yeah, and of course he's got the mask.
Mhm. But yeah, Ajax, you open the door and there is James. A lot smaller than the last time he was over, but he beams up at you.
Eee! It's still so funny that he shrunk.
Yeah, yeah. That
It,
feeling when you
they
had
put him in the
amnesia.
wash wrong and he shrunk.
That feeling when you had amnesia, so you completely forgot that you were supposed to be narratively small, for because of your
Yeah.
backstory.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
But,
how is Ajax doing?
Ajax is doing okay for himself. I mean, he's at home where everything's safe and comfy, and the Partyplex issues stay at the Partyplex. Las Vegas rules. So he's just been cozy, waiting for his buddy to come over.
Mhm. And his buddy has arrived. James kind of looks. kind of tired, but like it's almost as if right now the tiredness has almost kind of become part of his design at this point.
Oh no. Oh no, buddy.
Things just keep happening.
The curse of being in a D&D campaign, unfortunately.
Yep. And also being somebody who is both kind of paranoid and also has the tendency to be one of the heroes. Can't can't
Mhm.
let people can't let people suffer.
Yeah. We love him for it, but also, sir, take a spa day, take a vacation.
He is trying. um but yeah, like this is kind of like his standard. He is not as frazzled as he was on the day of the pizza promotion with all of that pizza.
Mhm.
Like his hair is neatly up in its bun.
Mhm.
He's like he is relatively pretty good, all things considered, right now.
Yay! Love to see it.
Yeah, but he will go inside if Ajax lets him in, and yeah, he's just giving me beaming up at Ajax because buddy time. Yay!
Party! The one time Ajax gets to be as tall as he was supposed to be next to James.
Yep.
But yeah, Ajax will very happily invite him in. And he does have gaming stuff set up, but this time it's in his room since his sister is still in the house, I think. It's just come to me that she is. So he's got stuff set up in his room instead of in the living room so she can work in peace.
Uh-huh. In that case, James hasn't been in Ajax's room yet, so you can, if you would like, you could paint us a word picture.
Yeah. Uh I mean it's a nice blue color, I think, and it's not dark enough to really see them, but if you squint, you can see like plastic stars on the ceiling and such.
Do they glow in the dark?
And of course there's a ton of yeah, the glow in the dark plastic stars.
Hell yeah.
And of course, if you look around, there's all sorts of nerdy stuff like little figurines and posters and other things. And there's also like tech stuff left around. Like he's got a little work desk in one part of the room that's like covered in blueprints and writing notes and little bits of scrap metal and stuff.
Hmm. It's lived in.
Yeah, it's lived in. It's cluttered, but in a cozy way.
Hmm. Like I said, lived in.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't mention it, but it came to me. When you came in the house, if you looked behind you as the door was shutting, you'd see that the roller skates are set up like right next to the door so that he can put them on when he goes out.
That's great. Yeah. Uh, seeing the skates by the door makes James just like go all soft and gooey.
Oh, why? I mean, that's
Because
cute, but
that's
why?
it's Ajax. It's part of Ajax's thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just you see a sign of your friend, like your friend's just That's their thing. Seeing a sign of that so casually, just, like, it makes him happy.
Oh, that's sweet. We love you, James.
And he loves you, I finger guns. Yeah, James will look around, and again, there's just kind of like that soft, fond expression on his face because, again, it's another sign of just Ajax. This is Ajax's place.
Mhm. I yeah. He's got, like, the TV and gaming consoles set up, like, in front of his bed, so you can either sit on the end of the bed or, like, in the pile of pillows that's been placed at like, pressed up against the end.
Mhm. James is giving me kind of wanting to sit wherever Ajax is, kinda just so he can lean against him.
Oh,
'Cause they're
yeah.
buddies.
They are. Also, he definitely has a DJM and Quinn plushie on his bed, that's just the law.
Yes. Good.
I think
Ah.
he's gonna sit down in the pillow pile because he he's got all the snacks and stuff set up down there, so it's easier to reach.
Mhm, mhm. Makes sense. Yeah, in that case, James will flop into the pillow pile alongside him and kind of just casually lean against Ajax. And like the
Oh,
minute the minute like bits of tension have kind of leaked out of him because ah, some casual buddy time.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad, James.
It would be worse if Ajax did not tell him. I am telling you here.
I know, but he's so comfy and relaxed, buddy.
Cover, it will be okay.
Alright. Yeah, so A Ajax is gonna like look at the little pile of games he's got and he's like, "So, anything specific you wanted to play, or did you like want to watch a movie first or something?"
This is where I realize I forgot to come up with some kind of game they could play together casually. So
Improv, improv.
so okay. The thing like I'm thinking that they end up playing is kind of like a platformer game, but like it's like one of those more it's styled more retro-y, even though it's a more modern game. So it's got like the cool pixel art and
I I know what
everything.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, but when you said platformer, my brain instantly went to A Hat in Time. It it can exist canonically because the engineer is a guy, but oh, they would love A Hat in Time.
And also their shorts kid too.
Yeah. A Hat in Time cannot exist, but God would they like it.
Well, I mean, there's probably some kind of video game based off of one of Engineer's movies. Because like movies can get video game adaptations.
It's true.
I will admit I haven't like
That'd be
really
funny.
I haven't really fully played a Hat in Time, but like we could hand wave them playing a Einquell version of Hat in Time.
Yeah. Yeah, they can play XP ahead in time. They deserve it. It's good.
From the few levels that I did play, I did enjoy playing a Hat in Time, but that was before I got very light sensitive, so I have to be careful with video games.
Mm. Yeah,
But yeah, they're just playing
understandable.
they're playing a two-player platform game that's an XP of a Hat in Time. Oh, a cat in crime.
No, don't make the hero play crime game.
No, no, no. It's they're trying to solve crimes that have been made by cats. And the kids have like these little beanies that have the kitty stuff because like they're like modeled after cats, but they're not actually cats because the actual villain is a cat.
Beautiful.
But yeah, so I imagine they've like been gaming for a little bit, kind of letting things roll off for a little bit, but I have to imagine that like this is kind of what's happened recently has been eating at Ajax, even with his talk uh with Harlequinate.
Yeah.
How
So maybe like when a break is called, Ajax is thinking about what to do about that.
Mhm. While he's thinking, does he kind of do anything different? Like how is he behaving during this break?
He's kind of just staring off at the wall as he thinks to himself.
Okay. And like does his mask kind of have a thinking face on it?
No, it's kind of just neutral expression. He's just staring at the wall.
Mm, okay. Would it be okay if James rolled insight?
Yeah,
Because like I imagine what
because
happened
I
is
mean,
they've broken for getting some more
yeah,
snacks.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's not super wildly weird behavior, but also he's not as animated as usual. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a little distracted, and that's probably enough to make James go, "Hmm."
Yep. That's a dirty 25.
James, our beloved insight king. Yeah, something is bothering your buddy. Most definitely.
Mm-hmm. I imagine like James has kind of caught this like moment as he's turned around to kind of come back to where they're both kind of resting against the bed, with a bit more of some snacks. Um, oh, you know what? I just got handed. Let me roll real quick to see. 10. Okay. He pulls out like a home baked tray of brownies that he had made because like he kind of had during the break he kind of remembered. Oh yeah, I made brownies. I was gonna bring them to Ajax. I forgot to pull them out in the beginning. Uh, And so he's like pulling them out, and then he looks at Ajax and goes, "Wait a second. I don't know if brownies are going to be able to fix whatever
Yeah.
this is."
Well, I mean, they can't hurt.
Well, they will certainly not hurt. It's just he's like, "Hmm, time to poke."
Time to
And
be
he'll,
nosy.
yep,
Yippee!
yep, and he sets down the bake like the glass, uh not Tupperware, the glass baking sheet. No words. The hmm,
Yeah, yeah.
the pan of brownies, the glass container of brownies. He sets them down, kind of in front of Ajax. Sits down and like turns to Ajax and goes, "I'll give you a brownie if you tell me what's on your mind."
I imagine like he perked up when the brownies were set down and was about to say something, and then you said that, and he just looks at you like with mock betrayal.
A
How
raised
dare you
eyebrow.
bribe him?
A raised eyebrow.
He squints at you before taking a brownie.
He will take a brownie of himself and then for himself and then kind of nudge Ajax lightly on the arm and go, "Come on, pay up." Very teasingly. It's like he's trying to
Yeah,
keep it light so
yeah,
Ajax
give
will
me a
still.
second.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying what he was saying.
Oh, okay. James was trying to keep it light so Ajax could feel like he could open up, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, Ajax is gonna turn away and start slipping the brownie under his mask a little, so he can get a bite before he has to start this confrontation.
James will kind of
And
turn
also,
his
it's a
head
good
away.
excuse not to look at James.
James will kind of like take that, like, kind of like, okay, he doesn't really want to look at me right now. I will not look at him. I will concentrate on my own brownie bite.
Yeah. So he's gonna start with, "Okay, you can't get mad at me."
Slowly chooses brownie. Okay. I won't get mad. Can I get concerned? Am I allowed concern?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but you can't get loud about it because Anna's in the house.
You get a squint of concern. And he kind of goes, "I will do my best." Worried. The worry is growing.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna take a deep breath and then, like, ripping a Band-Aid off is like, "I got messaged by Ra to meet her alone a while back, and then I did, and I didn't tell anyone I was doing it."
Okay, we're gonna whiz save here. Maybe. Oh,
Please fail,
okay.
it'd be so funny. Yell at him. Yell at him. Yell at him!
You morning. You did what? Brownie, dropped into his
He
lap,
flinches a
hands
little.
grabbing your shoulders, shaking you slightly. You did what? Much quieter this time.
You're like shaking him from behind because he did not turn around because he was still eating the brownie.
Yep, you just kind of get a little wobble, wobble, wobble as you're eating the brownie, and you have the perfect view of several birds flying off from James's first shout.
Yeah. I think he like stuffs the rest of the brownie in his mouth so he can get a couple seconds of not saying anything. And like there's a moment where there's a knock on the door and Anna goes, "Is everything okay in there?"
We're good.
You cut out
Just
a
in a
tiny bit.
culinary disaster. It's fine. Oh, that's a
Alright, if
thought.
you're sure. And she walks away.
Okay, good. Because James is bad at lying. The dice hate him when he lies.
Yeah, well, Anna wasn't exactly think she was just like, "Are they good? Okay, they're good. I'm gonna go back to my work now."
Uh
'Cause she
huh.
was doing stuff.
Yep. As soon as Ajax has turned around finally, you get face to face with a very serious James as he leans in very close and goes, "What do you mean you went you were called?" Okay, let me rewinding. What do you mean?
Phrasing.
What do you mean? Rara contacted you and you went alone without telling anyone before it happened.
In my defense, it was in the food court at the most busy time of day. She's not stupid enough to pull something during that. And I knew if I told someone, you guys would either try to stop me or be in the area when it happened. And if you were in the area, that would have caused trouble because she said to come alone and she would have noticed.
James finally kind of stops crowding Ajax for a moment and he pulls back. There Remind me again, how much does Ajax know about James and his history?
I don't know if he knows a ton because I don't remember him knowing a ton.
Yeah, like I don't from what I remember, and I'm not looking up at the wiki right now,
I don't
so
know if he knows he's in the Dead Boys Club.
mhm.
I don't even know if he knows he's dead.
Yep. Okay. There is an expression on his face that you have never seen James wear, Ajax. It's not anger.
Mhm.
You know that immediately, that it is not anger.
Yeah.
There is roll me a perception check.
You got it, boss. What's your perception? Do 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 do.
Okay. One of the obvious things that you've always known about James is that he has scars. That there has been things that have happened to him in the past that you don't necessarily know exactly what happened, but it has literally left a mark on him with the various kinds of scars that he has. But with a 14, you look at James and this gut wrenching expression on his face. And you realize
Oh.
he doesn't have the normal toon highlights, the dots in the eyes. There is no light in his eyes.
Well, I mean, he's not going to assume dead guy from that because that could just be a style thing. Because tunes come in all sorts of
Mhm.
styles, and not everyone's gonna have highlight.
This is true, but it's with the type of eye design that James has. You're right, it doesn't necessarily mean dead. It also can mean haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Like haunted not as in like spirit haunted, but you have seen things no one else
Yeah.
should have seen.
Yeah.
And James kind of there's this stretch of silence between you two for a moment. And in that silence, he reaches out and grabs one of your hands.
Ajax looks at what he's doing in a little bit of confusion.
With that 14, you realize his hands are shaking.
Oh no, buddy.
And he kind of shifts a little closer until your hand is kind of over his heart, or where his heart would be, usually. Like, not saying he doesn't have a heart, but, over the heart.
If Ajax had a nickel for every heart-based realization he has had, or is going to have, he'd have 2 nickels.
And here he's kind of settled your hand on his heart, kind of just holding it close to his chest. He goes, "Going alone is how they kill you."
Oh, and and there's a part of Ajax that just goes, maybe I shouldn't have told him. It's not that he doesn't trust him, but it's like, oh, I did something that upset him this badly that he's revealing something like this to me. Oh, maybe I should have kept my mouth shut.
He continues. You them not hurting you once, her not hurting you once. It's to lull you into thinking you're safe. It was in the food court.
Yeah.
He kind of takes a deep breath. Was I working that day?
Yeah.
He takes another deep breath. Okay. Feel free to roll insight.
You got it, boss. Where's my insight?
Okay, with a 16, his hands keep trembling until he kind of squeezes your hand a little tighter. And you suddenly realize that James is both very afraid for you and what Rara might be planning for Ajax. But he is even more incredibly, incredibly angry. If Rara were in the same room right now, he would rip her to shreds.
I mean, I mean, he'd probably do that regardless too. But yeah.
It's like it's a bit more now is the thing. Like
Yeah.
the anger he had towards Rara was already simmering. Now it's reaching a boil, and James is nearly incandescent with rage.
Oh boy.
But he also takes a breath because he promised he wouldn't get angry. So he takes another deep breath. And slowly that anger starts to simmer back down. I wish you had told me.
I know. I knew if I did, you'd insist on being there, and I didn't want you to get caught if you were. And I didn't want you to try to stop me or talk me out of it either.
He squeezes your hand again for a moment. I was working in the kitchens. If you had told me, I could have taken position up front. So if anything happened, I could have been over there a lot faster. Or even just after everything was done.
He just shrugs. I I know I was being pretty stupid, but what's done is done.
He sighs a little. Ajax, but you don't ever do that again.
I think you cut out a little. Oh, okay, never mind. He nods and is like, I'm not planning on it.
James loves you, and so he's rolling insight on that. Just to make sure. Okay, a 19.
Yeah, he is legitimately not planning on that. He 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 doesn't think Rara's gonna single him out again, but then again, she did show a weird interest, so it's like he's not planning on it. He doesn't want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't think it's gonna happen.
He nods a little. He looks like he's wanting to say something but doesn't know how to say it.
Uh, I think Ajax slips his hand back a little so that they can hold hands instead of him just having his hand on his chest the entire time.
Uh-huh. James would allow the movement. And he sorry, I'm trying to translate what he's giving me into words. he he looks up at you, Ajax, and there's that expression on his face again. And he goes, going alone and not waiting for backup. That's what killed me, Ajax.
Mm.
And I don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen to me either. I I don't know if I could, come back from that the way you apparently did. He knows that's a bad joke, but God, does he not know what else to say?
There's kind of a weak smile that James does offer to that joke, but he doesn't necessarily laugh. And he just kind of squeezes their
Yeah.
hands, kind of squeezes their hands again and goes, I don't want our are very precious to me, Ajax. If she tried to take you away and you weren't able to come back, and it trails off a little as his grip kind of tightens again from when it had loosened a little bit.
Yeah. Ajax just kind of tilts his head to the side and nods. He gets what you're implying.
Good. Because it's very much the vibes of I will burn down the world to get you justice kind of vibe.
I've only had Ajax for a couple months or so, but if anything happened to him, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself kind of meme.
Yep. She's hurt so many of my people, Ajax. Please don't give her the opportunity to hurt you again, even if this time it turned out okay.
he he pulls James's hand closer to him and nods and is like, I'll do my best.
Nods. Do you did you find out what she wanted from you?
Eh, I found out things, for sure. Not all of them were great, but I did find out stuff, if you want to hear.
Nods.
So, the the reason she wanted to talk to me was because she had some information about Quinn that was but I talked to them about it and everything's good with me and them there. She chose me specifically because you'd stab her instantly. And I guess I stood out to her cuz I'm more logic based. I She knew I wouldn't immediately cause a scene. And I think she wants to study me like a weird bug because I did the thing with Ezra and what happened there that apparently my actions caught her attention and that's not a good thing, but I don't really know what to do about that. But that's why she picked me specifically and she told me stuff. And then I was able to figure out some other things on my own just by talking.
You get treated to a roller coaster of James's body tensing, relaxing slightly, and tensing again throughout that entire thing. Is Oh boy, what did she have on Harlequinette? Oh no, wait, what? And what he settles on is she wants to study you like a bug.
Maybe? I'm not fully sure myself.
He takes a deep breath. Then what most likely could happen is she will try to set up scenarios where you get coaxed into proving how similar you might be to her twisted fantasies.
He looks like he just ate a lemon as he goes, "Mmm."
He kind of leans against Ajax and wraps him up in a tight hug and goes, she is absolutely wrong about you.
Yeah, I know that. I know better than to believe her about things. But
He
at
gives you,
least not without, confirmation.
he nods and kind of gives you another hug. What he's hoping is a reassuring squeeze. And he kind of loosens slightly, but he's still kind of pressed up close to you. Not
Mm.
a certain thing that she might do that, but it is a possibility that I want you to be aware of.
Yeah, I'll be careful. I promise. Also, question: does Ajax know that James knows that Hairwire is a thing?
I mean, he
As I
did
think he
tense
does. I
up,
just trying to remember.
and James did seem very familiar with Hairwire.
Yeah, yeah. I was just trying to remember for sure.
Mm hmm, mm hmm. Yeah,
So he's just gonna say, but yeah, um, the thing she wanted to talk about was like something with Quinn relating to Hairwire. She didn't specifically say it was Quinn, but I'm not stupid. I could guess what she was hinting at.
James nods. You you might want to visit whoever else was a possible suspect in her mind. Just
He
so
shakes his
Quinn,
head like, "No, I've already had the conversation. I
no,
talked to Quinn about it.
I am aware. I am saying because of Bailey and who she is, she most likely could know that you've only talked to one of them. If she didn't actually know who was the connection, you should go talk to the other person just to keep up appearances.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. And I did talk to Quinn in private where they so even if
And
she
all
knows
you
I went and talked to them, she doesn't know what happened in there.
Good. Then all you really need to do is talk to whoever else was possibly implicated and have a private conversation with them, which could be with regards to anything.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be that hard to talk to Jackie in private. I'm pretty certain her room isn't on cameras anyway, so I could just see if I could get her to take me up there.
James nods. I wiggle. This is James's paranoia kind of coming to the forefront.
Yeah. Also, can I roll insight?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, cause he did notice that weirdness around when he spoke about a thing with Quinn, and it's making him suspicious. Cause people keep keeping things from him, and it's making him more aware of that.
Uh-huh. I mean, he can ask. Okay.
Well, I don't know if he
Natural 20.
specifically needs to.
Okay. So what sorry, my brain kind of it registered what you were saying, but now my brain is going, "Wait, what did you say?" With regards to what he's looking for.
He's he's trying to figure out how much exactly James knows just from the thing he said, because that was a
Mhm.
weird tensing up when he mentioned stuff about Quinn.
Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. I know how to handle this now. From the way he's kind of carefully used his words, James knows a lot about what's going on with Hairwire and Quinn.
Yeah. So I think Ajax is just gonna like mildly go. So yeah, I talked to Quinn about Hairwire and their family and everything and all that, and we sorted it out and everything's good. And he's saying that just to see if you react to the family thing. Of like, do you know that too?
Okay. All right. This is fun. Okay.
Look, Ajax can be subtle when he wants to be. He did it in the interview, he can do it again.
Mhm.
He's a clever, clever boy.
He is a very clever, clever boy, but my boy is also very, very clever.
It's a battle of the minds.
And he kind of tilts his head slightly and looks at Ajax. Because he remembers what happened between him and Harlequinette when they had their own little conversation. And he very kind of mildly goes, "What parts of. Sorry. What parts of the family lore have you learned?"
He just looks at you like you just confirmed something just by saying that. He's
James
like,
already
a
knew that
decent
that was kind
amount.
of a test.
Yeah. But he does say a decent amount and some other things.
This feels like they're playing 4D chess with each other.
It's beautiful. Our insightful boys.
And he kind of looks at Ajax and raises an eyebrow. Okay. But did they divulge any information that wasn't necessarily their own?
I
And with that,
mean,
sorry, I just with that
mm,
unnatural 20, you also get the feeling that James might know several of like James might know one of the pieces that Quinn was hesitating over.
yeah. He just makes a so motion of like, I mean, they uh they implied some stuff, like just via the virtue of what I know about them and Hairwire, and then the fact that there's others, and there was some stuff I noticed that they didn't necessarily say, but I noticed.
Okay. All right. He kind of leans a little more against Ajax. There are some things that I know that I have promised not to share unless given permission.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. He got told something pretty similar by Quinn, so
With what I know, there there is another party that is affected by their shared past that is not. He kind of sighs a little because he's trying to figure out how to delicately word this while giving Ajax the information that he
A-
feels Ajax should have.
yeah, Ajax puts his hand on her shoulders. I don't need to know if it's not something you can tell me.
James melts. Like, oh phew, okay. We're gonna table that then.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ajax.
he just smiles at him and nods.
And
Man,
I'm trying to think, is there anything else we wanted to do?
I don't think so. So I can say some things.
Okay.
Yeah, Ajax is just gonna like side hug him and be like, "Sorry for dropping that on you when we're supposed to be relaxing from everything. I just thought you should know. So we can get back to the games and stuff. Maybe watch a movie later.
James
I don't know."
nods. James nods and hugs him back and goes, "Thank you for telling me."
Oh, yeah. Ajax says, "Of course. Uh, yeah, do you want to get back to it?"
He'll nod and then kind of hold up the container of brownies. Want another?
Yes, please.
And I kind of
He
feel,
takes one and is like, I am an absolute fiend for chocolate, if you couldn't tell.
oh no, okay. Oh boy. There's just kind of like a delighted expression that crosses James's face, and then it turns decisively scheming.
Oh no! Ajax squints at him.
Boy, you are gonna get like smothered with chocolate products.
I love you, James.
Good, he loves you.
He's so good.
And I kind of feel like the camera pans back out with them playing video
Well, there's
games,
one
eating.
thing I wanted to
Oh,
say.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, like they do get back to their games and eating brownies and such, but before the camera pans out, this isn't something James is gonna catch. But I just
Boy,
want to say,
okay.
as Ajax is getting back into the relaxing mood, there's a weird sour feeling in his gut as he thinks about, huh, James knew about that stuff before me.
Mm,
Feels weird.
mm.
And then it kind of passes, and
Okay.
he gets back to the happy mood of, hell yeah, playing video games with my best friend. Well, one of my best friends. And then the
Okay.
camera can pan out.
Okay, sure. The camera can pan out. Okay.
The way everyone instantly got hit with psychic damage at me saying that.
Yep. Yep. Sure did. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Everyone, thank you for listening. Doll, thank you for doing this FPS with me. Right on the heels of the other one. This was fantastic.
Yay! Yippee! I had a good time. Woo!
Yay!
Thanks for
Good.
listening.
Thank you, everyone who was both now and in the future. We'll see you again some other time. Goodbye!
Bye bye.